Okay, so in this question we're asked to work out the perimeter of this sector. Okay, so when it comes to perimeter, remember it's the distance all the way around. Okay, so we already know this distance here, 5, and we also know this distance here is also 5. What we need, of course, now is the arc, right? The arc length. And for that, you just remember the arc is just a proportion of the circumference. Okay, so if we can work out the circumference of the full circle, just imagine full circles there, circumference would be, of course, pi times diameter, so that would be 3.14 times, now the diameter, okay, of course, will be double the radius, okay, so that's the radius there, isn't it, to the centre of our circle, so then diameter will be 10, and you get 31.4. That's the circumference of the full circle. We only want a fraction of it, don't we? We only want a fraction of that circumference. This little arc here, so we can say arc length will be our fraction, which it will be 50 out of 360 times then my circumference, and we get our answer. So to be 4.361 recurring there. Okay, now the perimeter then will be the total length around, so the perimeter will equal 4.36 plus the 5 plus the 5, so we get 14.36 centimeters. Okay, and part B says the other part is in the shape of a quarter circle, the other part of this badge, quarter circle of radius 3, right? And then it says to make the badge, two pieces are joined together with a sector in front of the quarter circle as shown. Okay, there's a line of symmetry, says there. Okay, visible surface of the front of the badge is painted. Calculate the area that's painted. So what I would do here is just obviously appreciate here that we've got this sector here which is 50 degrees. Okay, and we can actually work out the area, can't we, of this first sort of sector here, okay? Because we know the radius of it is going to be 5, yeah? Okay, that's from our original diagram, okay, original sector. So we can work out the area of this original sector. We'll do that first, maybe. Of course, to work out the area of a sector, you work out the area of the circle, okay, of full circle. That would be pi r squared. Okay. So I'm maybe here just to know where we are, we're going to consider the first part, yeah? We're referring now to this first part here of the badge. So area of full circle pi r squared, 3.14 times, of course, the radius then is 5, so 5 squared. So we get 78.5. Right, now that's the area of the full circle, but of course I only want the sector, and the sector is a fraction of the circle. So the fraction will be 50 over 360 times 78.5. We get 10.9, right? 10.9 centimeters squared. Now that's the area of this, okay? But of course I need the areas of these little bits here. But of course, remember it says line of symmetry here, which means these angles here are identical, okay? Right? These angles, this angle here is identical to this. And also remember, this here is a quarter circle, so this is going to be 90 degrees altogether. So if I take that 50 away from the middle, I'm left with 40 degrees. So these two sections are going to be equal, and they must add up to 40. In other words, they're both going to be 20. Okay. So for the second part, okay, all I need to do is work out the area. Okay, knowing that the radius here is 3. Okay, going back to our second part, and for that then you do the area of the full circle. Once again, just pi r squared, of course, 3.14 times 3 squared in this case, and we get 28.26. Okay, 28.3 maybe, we'll go for 1 decimal place. And then area of sector will be, of course, well, that's going to be the fraction of the circle. The fraction will be 20 out of 360 times 28.3. We get 1.57, right? Okay, so maybe I'll go for 1 decimal place now when I finish off rounding. So then to get the total area, we've got 10.9, which is this big section here, plus then the small section, which is 1.6 we go for, we round it, plus then the other small section, which is also 1.6. Okay, so we use our calculator and we get our final answer then to be 14.1 centimetre squared.